में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
स्वामी जी बुक लेके आऊँ आपकी?
नहीं, मेरे पास है.
अच्छा.
Many a times we imagine that we are leading spiritual life. But there are three stages through which every one of us have to go. One is the social life. Social life is included in the Dharma Shastra. In the religious lifestyle is the social life, wherein we are told how to live in this world. In Patanjali's Yoga Darshan, this is called as Yama Sadhana. Yama means what? We interact with the world in such a manner that we are not a problem for the world and we don't accept the world as a problem for us. See? So how do we live that? So Patanjali says, Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Aparigraha, Brahmacharya. 5 principles. If we follow them properly, then we will never have this kind of thought in our mind. The world is too much. World is not too much. See. Then, according to Upanishad, what it is said, that he who has, like in the 2nd chapter of Taittiriya Upanishad, Brahma Jnana Valli, it is said, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyomanna So Shnute Sarvan Kaman Saha Brahmana Vipaschiteti. He who is walking the spiritual path, he will be at peace with himself. Unless we are at peace with ourselves, we cannot be at peace with the world. Simple rule. See? A person who is driving the car, if he is not comfortable in his own driving, he will create problem for the traffic. See? So, first is the Dharma Shastra, social life. There in Taittiriya Upanishad itself it is said that Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara Swadhyayanma Pramadaha Acharyaya Priyam Dhanamahritya Prajatantum Ma Vivachetsi Satyanna Pramaditavyam Dharmanna Pramaditavyam Bhutyaina Pramaditavyam Matrudevo Bhava Pitrudevo Bhava Acharya Devo Bhava Atithi Devo Bhava. These are the social norms. If we follow them in our life, what happens is there are no deposits of regrets or arrogance in our mind. See, it is so simple and so difficult. All the data that is in our laptops or phone, it is only electromagnetic impressions, nothing else. And electromagnetic impressions do not have any weight. Suppose you have got 2 TB laptop, it is not heavy. If you have got a small one, like maybe 100 GB, it's not light, same. Because these are electromagnetic impressions. But what happens? If your hard disk is full, it cannot adapt or accept anything else. Weight has not increased. Then what is exactly happening? See, all those fields are filled. See, then what is the way? Only one way. Delete. We are all created by God a perfect device. Perfect device. Like the iPhone that I have. Now, when it was bought, there was no data, clean and neat. But then what I do, free downloads. Keep on downloading all kinds of things and never delete what is used once. Like you see, how many photographs we keep and are useless WhatsApp messages and various kinds of pictures, not required, but they block the whole memory. And then we say, I don't know what is wrong, my phone is hanging. Naturally, it will hang because your device can handle a particular load of data. Beyond that, it cannot. In the same manner, we are all by default, by birth, from the device coming out of the machine, we are perfect. Nobody is born sinner. Everybody is perfect. But then what happens? We keep on downloading free apps. See, if you see the number of apps that we have in our phone, out of the total number of apps, not even 5% we use them daily. But how much space they are occupying, that we are not able to understand. See, friends, therefore, we have to recognize this principle, that we live in this world in such a manner that we learn the art of emptying. Don't collect, don't keep on collecting. See, that is the Dharma Shastra. See. Then, so first we have seen the social work through Dharma Shastra. Then the second comes the Upasana Shastra. In Upasana, we go to the temple. What for? Never for God. In both the places, outside the temple or the church and inside the temple or the church, both the places there are beggars. Outside also they are asking, Babaji, kuch de do, kuch de do. Inside also they are sophisticated beggars. Now why we go and ask from God? Because we are carrying the burden of desires in our heart. I want this, I want that. I want this, I want that. See, desires can never be fulfilled. You fulfill one desire, second stands. Fulfill the second desire, third stands. There is no end to it. And this can be learned only by analyzing our own life. Upanishad says, Pariksha lokan karmachitan brahmanaha nirvedamayat nasti akrutaha krutena. Pariksha lokan. You re-evaluate your past. Pariksha loka. Lokan means experiences. You evaluate your own experiences of life. See? And if you have properly evaluated your own past experiences of life, nirvedamayat, you shall end up in dispassion. See? This can happen only if we have the ability and the courage to evaluate what we have achieved in our life till date. Are we at peace with ourselves or not? See, friends, there is one bhajan, Marathi bhajan I was listening, that is the Abhanga of Tukaram Maharaj. When I just happened to hear that, it was so thrilling. It is said there, I was insisting only this in my life. Shevatacha disa godavava. Let the last day of my life be a fulfilled one. Friends, do we know our last day? Every day is the last day. See? Shevatsa disa godavava. See, friends. And it can happen only if we have stepped out of the temples and gone to the satsanga. Whether we take bath or not, whether we do yoga or not, whether we have got good company or not, whether we go to temple or not, this is all secondary. See, I asked one man in Delhi, I said, hey, when I saw you first time, that time you were in KG1 or KG2. Now what are you doing? He said, I am still in KG2. But now you are 45. So what? Can we afford to remain in KG1, KG2 throughout life? We have to grow. See, friends, Pariksha Lokan Karmachitan. We are not evaluating our day-to-day life. See, friends. Therefore, for that we have to go to Satsanga. Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatve jivan mukti, bhaja govindam, bhaja govindam. Jivan mukti, you are living happily. See, no regrets, no arrogance, no loose ends left behind. Any moment death comes, we can fight with her. Death is a feminine noun in English. What can I do? See, if the death comes, we can fight with her. Why are you late? See, we all suffer, never because of death. We suffer because of the fear of death. Because there are many loose ends. See, friends. And this can happen in our life if we re-educate ourselves on a daily basis. Not jumme ke jumme once in a while. No. See, one lady asked me this question. Swamiji, when we listen to you in satsang, everything is so simple and clear. No doubts. But after that, when we go out, put on our shoes, everything is the same. We are back to square one. What should be done? I said, don't put on your shoes. Put on somebody else's shoes. And who is that somebody else? The somebody else is a seeker of truth. See, friends, our company tells the quality of our life. See, about food we take so much interest. Organic food, fresh food, garam, should not be taking out from the fridge and putting into the microwave and giving thereafter as a pindadanam. See, we want fresh food, good food. But when it comes to mind, what kind of food we are giving to mind? See, expectations, desire, anger, vengeance, frustration. See, friends, and with that mind we want to live happily. It cannot be. See, friends, Ashtavakra Gita, we are studying chapter 17, gives us this particular topic. What is the meaning of whether we have lived our life spiritually, religiously, or with devotion? Who will tell us? You cannot go and ask anybody. So that lady who asked me this, what should be done? I said, look here, I will ask you also a question, you reply my question, and that is the answer to your question. I take morning tea at about 5 o'clock. But again at 7 o'clock I feel hungry. Then I take tea again and some snacks. Oh, very good. Then, but again at 11 o'clock I feel hungry. What should I do? Take lunch. Thank you for the advice. But again at 5 o'clock in the evening I still feel hungry again. What should I do? Take some high tea. That is true for your advice. Thank you so much. But again at 8 o'clock at night I feel hungry. Somebody, why are you asking this question? Take dinner. What is great about it? I said, Mama, don't get angry. This is not one day story. Every day the same thing happens. What should I do? Eat every day. Don't eat my head. Exactly this is the story of satsang. See, friends, we are living our life so dumb way. See, friends, unless we realize this, that having come as a human being, there is only one evolution left, and that is spiritual evolution. See, In Bhagavad Mahapuran, this thought comes. Plants eat from below and grow upwards. Animals eat from front and grow backwards. Cow eats from grows backwards. Human beings eat from above, grow downwards and sidewards. See, what is the next step? What is the possibility? Eat from back and grow forward? No. As regard evolution is concerned, body level, we have attained perfection. See? But we are lost in Darwin. According to Darwin, we are all the improved editions of apes. Aping. He has got a good car. Okay, I will also have a good car. He has got a big bungalow. Okay, I will also have it. What for? See? We have to grow spiritually. This is the only purpose of being a human being. There is no other purpose. See? And the best part is, in Providence, Rhode Island, one boy, a local boy, must be a, either American or British or somebody. He used to go there for listening to satsanga. And irregularly he was going. And then after a few months or a year, he got deeply involved. And he wanted to become the Brahmacharya of Ramakrishna Mission. So he came with his parents, and the parents were happy. Indian parents. When somebody's son becomes a Swami and comes is okay, but my son should become miserable like me. See, friends, we want others should be spiritual. As far as our life is concerned, vahi tamaku, vahi chuna, ragdo kha, no other thing in life. See, friends, having come as a human being, the only left project of our life is we have to evolve spiritually. And if somebody has evolved spiritually, then what happens? This is how Ashtavakra ji is now telling. Ashtavakra uvacha tena jnana phalam praptam yogabhyasa phalam tatha truptaha sarve sachendriyo nityam ekaki ramate tuyaha. He who is leading the real spiritual life. What are the spiritual life? Two things. One is yoga and second is jnanam. Now by yoga, 99% of the people are so dumb. Yoga means only doing this asana, doing the asana. I do yoga, I got low blood pressure, high blood pressure. Hey, Ram, 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 Ram. Poor Patanjali must be turning in his grave. Yoga Shastra is a spiritual science. It is not a health science. All the time health, 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 health. And they are mentally ill, physically healthy. What is the use? See, friends, take Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi. See, an ideal for the millions. But we are all the time body, 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 body. See? Therefore, the practice after knowledge becomes meaningful. Knowledge is science. Yoga is the technology. See, what you call Sankhya Yoga in second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Yad Sankhya prapyate sthanam tad yogair abhigamyate ekam sankyam cha yogam cha yap pashyati sapashyati. Unless you have the knowledge, you cannot proceed ahead. Our knowledge is limited only at the body level. See? In LA it happened many years before Corona, maybe 2-3 years. After my talk was over, one lady came. She gave her card to me. I saw that and put it in my bag. Normally I throw it away, but I put it in my bag. The card was, what was her name, I don't remember. And she was a yoga teacher. And what was written? Yoga under tree. Address and all that details. Then I kept it. No comments. Because my rule is very simple. Dekho, suno, mat bolo. See, hear, don't talk. No comments on anything in this world. So I was keeping quiet. She said, do you do yoga? I said, yes. What kind of yoga you do? I said, yoga on the tree. Yours is yoga below the tree, mine is on the tree. Yoga, such a corrupted understanding. See, yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Instead of twisting the body all the time, straighten your mind. The whole life is lived not by the body. Life is lived by the mind. See? And even the doctors, although they should know it better than me, all the time, body. Useless. Once I was in a cancer hospital attending somebody. So, I used to go and meet different patients. This happened in Mumbai, Tata Cancer Hospital. So, evening, the nurses will change their duty. So, there was one elderly nurse. So, I went and talked to her. I said, Amma, I am not your mother. Call me sister. I said, okay, sister. You see here, one day or the other, somebody or the other is dying because of cancer. Do you get any time any thought that life is so flimsy, so temporary? One day we all have to go. You know what reply she gave? I don't have those stupid thoughts. I am waiting. After somebody says, oh, then I eat my lunch or dinner. Look here. Pashyan api nacho pashyati mudha. See, this principle, if you catch, how I caught that principle, I tell you. Once, there was something wrong with my right toe, big toe. Like a strawberry, something was growing. Red color, maybe little bigger than the peanut. So one person did namaskar, he was a doctor. He said, Swamiji, what is happening to your toe? I said, it is a wisdom toe. It's not a matter of joke, it is serious. I said, what serious? He said, if you don't operate now, it may grow and create trouble for you. I said, okay, I'll go to the doctor and do it. I am a doctor, I can do operation. I said, come on, free. I like free things. Went to his clinic, sat on the chair, put my leg on the stool in front. He gave local anesthesia. After 10 minutes, 15 minutes, he gave a hammer, a rubber hammer hitting. How do you feel? I said, I feel emotional. You are taking care of me so much. Not that. Then what? Are you getting any feeling here? I said, no. Then he said, okay, now you can watch. And he took the scalpel, cut near to that growth and dug it and took out, and it came out 100%. He told, Swamiji, you are lucky. Everything has come out. Nothing is remaining inside. I said, thank you very much. I was observing, cutting, taking out the things, and then blood coming out. Then he was teaching. That time what was going in my mind? Aha, I am a great yogi. You may cut my toe, but I don't get the pain. Aha. So proud of myself for half an hour. After half an hour, when that local anesthesia gone, that means the toe was in meditation. When meditation was over, then the frustration began. Is it not the yoga meditation classes? Half an hour meditation, rest of the day frustration. Think, my friends, That day I discovered this principle. All experiences happen only to the mind and not to the body. If we can mind our mind, we are doing a great favor to ourselves. See how important it is. And if we are following that, then what happens is this. Tena jnana phalam praptam. All what you have studied is fructifying. And the fructification of the knowledge is bliss. And the impact of the ignorance is blisters. Now find out whether we are carrying bliss as our experience or blisters as our experience. See? I never put on shoes, so I don't know, but I have seen some people. They put on the shoes and either the backside or somewhere they get blisters. Because two things are rubbing. I versus you. The foot versus the shoe. Blisters are bound to be. If you are happy with yourself, you are happy with the whole world. Tena jnana phalam praptam. See, Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter. Ashochanan prajnavadamscha bhashase gatasu na gatasunshcha nanushocanti panditaha. Arjuna was talking all big things before Bhagavan Krishna in 1st chapter. And Bhagavan Krishna gave him not physical but worse than physical, a terrible sarcastic statement. He said, you are talking like a wise man. What does it mean? You are otherwise. See? And who is a wise man? Gatasuna gatasuscha nanu shoshanti panditaha. Wise men are not miserable because somebody dies or somebody doesn't die. See? People are miserable for both the things. Somebody died, but this doesn't die also. See? You cannot justify you are miserable. This is Ashtavakra Gita. Cannot justify. And if you are happy, you will be at home with everybody. Here only Patanjali Yoga Darshan or Bhagavad Mahapuran, 4 types of relations are told. Those who are elder than us in age, in wealth, in wisdom. Those who are elder than us. They deserve to be treated respectfully. Elders should not be evaluated. Treat respectfully. Those who are our age groups, friendly. Those who are younger than us, forgive and forget. Those who are problematic characters in the society, be indifferent to them. The impact of all the 4 put together, your mind will remain at peace. See? This is jnanam. Tena jnana phalam praptam. Ekaki ramate tu yaha. He is all by himself at peace. See? We want constantly company. The reason is we are fed up of ourselves. There was a person who went to somebody else's place. Morning time, 6 o'clock. And that person who was visited, he was busy in his work. So this fellow went. He said, Yaar, what are you doing in the morning? He said, I am busy with my work. But how come you came early morning? No, yaar, I am getting bored at home. 6 o'clock he was getting bored at home. So I thought, why not come to you? Now imagine, who was with you in your home to get bored? I was alone. Now a person who gets bored of himself what a solid bore he must be. See, this example I had given number of times. One person went to the doctor and told the doctor, "Doctor, please help me. What should I do for you? See, I snore so loudly when I sleep. Because of my own snoring, my sleep gets disturbed. What should I do?" Doctor said, "Go and sleep in the other room." What can be done? We are fed up of ourselves. See, friends, then we are searching for clubs, going here and going there, because we are not at peace with ourselves. If we want to learn Ashtavakra Gita, is the first step. Be happy. See, friends, and why we are not happy? Only because of one thing. And this I will tell you through some example. There was one girl, she wanted to come with me. I was going to Uganda that time, many years before. So I told her, get your visa done, your passport done, then we will get everything done after going there. They give on arrival. So, Swamiji, what I had to do? So one person said, "Swamiji, I will take care of it, don't worry now." I said, "Okay, be after him, he will get your passport done." Now that poor girl, she went once, twice, thrice, 6 times, 7 times to him. Every time he will brush her. "See, I don't tell, that is the only job, I got so many things to do, come tomorrow, come tomorrow." Poor girl, 5, 6, 7 times got frustrated. And she came back. And she was so angry. Yes, "Swamiji, that man is so bad, so useless." Wow, 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 wow. I said, first of all, remember one spiritual practice. Don't lose your cool. See. Under any condition, don't lose your cool. If you are walking spiritual path, first step. Then I told her, I said, "Do you know why you are getting angry? Because you are exercising your right on him. Now tell me, what right you have on him that he should do your job? Nothing. Like I am staying with Arun, Arvind. Now what right I have got on them? No right. How can I afford to be angry and demanding? Then the highest spiritual practice which I practice is write off your rights before people write you off. How simple it is, my friends. See, wherever there is expectation, there is disappointment. Zero expectation, all happiness. On one airport, one young boy met me. He asked me this thing. "Swamiji, you have been running around the world and giving talks and all that, but people don't change, they are the same thing. Don't you feel bad about it?" I said, "I am not mad to feel bad. But how come?" I said, "Look here, I don't expect and I don't want anybody should change. If all of them become wise, where will I go? I am surviving on their miseries. Like doctors' prayers are this only. Sarve bhavantu rogina. Doctors don't like healthy people. See? They want unhealthy people. Aa gaya bakra, kato. Therefore, they don't see the pulse. They see the purse. Insurance hai? See, friends. Therefore, these are simple things. So, yena jnana phalam praptam ekaki ramate tu yaha. He is all by himself, neither bored nor frustrated, ever cheerful. Friends, we have known two things. The third thing we have missed. We know Ashanti. Everywhere, noise, noise, noise. External or internal. External noise, you can run away. See? But if you are disturbed because of you, where will you run away? Wherever you go, there you are. See? So, we have to remain at peace with ourselves. Such a simple spiritual practice. So, ekaki ramate tu yaha. He is ramate, reveling in his own company. Like the other day I saw in some car, on the back side the children were sitting, and he was the only child sitting there. And he was playing with himself. He doesn't need anybody. He is happy with himself. See, friends, how important it is. So, first spiritual practice, Ashtavakra ji tells. Ashtavakra was crooked in 8 places. Therefore, he was called as Ashtavakra. He was not worried about the world. Be at peace with yourself. See? Yena tena jnana phalam praptam yogabhyasa phalam tatha. Then, second is yogabhyasa. So, first is the knowledge, Sankhya. And yoga is practice. Then what should be practice? See, there are 8 limbs. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. 8 of them. This example also I give, very gross example to understand. I normally eat a lot. Minimum 8 chapatis are required. After I eat the 8th chapati, my stomach is full. Till then it is not. And I was getting so bored, 8 chapatis. So what I did, I kept the 8 chapatis in front of me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then let me eat the 8th one first. Then my stomach will be full. But it didn't happen. 8 chapati has the ability to satiate my hunger if it is supported by the earlier 7, is it not? We do not do yama. We do not do niyama. We do not do asana. We do not do pranayam. We do not have pratyahar. We have no dharana, no dhyan. Athvi chapati, samadhi. See? And then we blame. I joined yoga classes. How do you join yoga? No, I joined boga classes. What will you do with that? See, these first 2 steps in Ashtanga Yoga, you go to all the yoga institutions, yoga studios, they will never talk about these 2. Because their market will go. Yama sadhana is our interaction with the world in such a manner that we are not a problem for the world and we don't accept the world as a problem for us. And this is called as Mahavratam, should be practiced without compromise. See, the second is Niyam Sadhana, another 5 of them. Shaucha, Santosha, Tapaswadhyaya, Ishvara, Pranidhanani, Niyama. We are a problem to ourselves. See? If I get bored of Mini Amma, I can go away. But if I am bored of myself, jaun to jaun kahan? Then drinks, drugs, company. Those who are addicted in all these things, they are fed up of themselves. Why seek company? Are you not happy with yourself? See? Tena jnana phalam praptam yoga abhyasa phalam tatha. So when we are done yama niyama, sincerely, practically, in day-to-day life, then we come to asana. Asana is, you are steady at all levels. Sthira sukham. Body-wise you are steady. Either eating too much or torturing the body, not eating at all. See friends, don't run after all these so-called nutritionists and all that. Just find out what is comfortable for you, eat and focus attention on something higher. Otherwise, all day. See? I got a friend and he is having this very funny approach to things. He is also a Swami and his approach is, he takes only 1 meal a day. And when he sits for eating, he can compete with a buffalo. Because last 24 hours I have not eaten, badla nikalo. Next 24 hours I am not going to eat, storage karo. Who told you? Eat 3 times a day, every time little. Yukta ahara viharasya, yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta swapnava bodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkha. See? So, steady at body level, yukta, balance, ahara vihara. Vihara, running, marathon, 20 kilometers. For what? What do you want to prove and to whom? See? Going for trek. I have gone to that trek. I have a friend. What is that tallest mountain in USA? There is something, I don't know the name.
Mount Whitney.
Huh?
Mount Whitney.
Whatever it is. So he has gone there and he came down a big certificate. So and so has reached the top, certificate, signature and all that. He framed it nicely and kept it. Now the condition is his both knees are operated, replaced, and he walks with a Johnny Walker, no, not Johnny Walker, with the walker. If there is no Johnny, he cannot walk. See? And what? I have done this trekking, what for? So physical. Rise above. But yoga is making people more physical than spiritual. So the asana, body-wise we are steady and also mind-wise we are steady. See? Life becomes so simple. Our whole life is a struggle to prove something to somebody. Alas, we do not know what we want to prove and to whom. And what for? All Hippocratic life. Then asana, then comes pranayam. Pranayam is a technique by which we can throw out the gaseous toxins which are the byproduct of your digestion and metabolism, which are accumulated in our blood. And when they are not cleaned regularly, they become the source of stimulus for the mind. And therefore the mind becomes agitated. So like we have to go to toilet every day 2-3 times to urination, etc. We must spend at least 5 minutes, not to 5-6 hours, 5 to 10 minutes, do morning, your anulom vilom, do in the evening, do in the daytime. 5 minutes, enough. You will cleanse your, this is called in Yajnavalkya Smriti as Nadi Shodhanam. Patanjali doesn't use this word, cleaning of the blood, pranayam. By this, your identification with the body becomes loose, not very tight. Then comes pratyahar. Now pratyahar is the 5th stage. So up to these 4, yama, niyam, asana, pranayam, these are the external disciplines called as Bahiranga sadhana. Pratyahar, now you have come to your sense organs. Pratyahar, ahara means to eat. Pratyahar means not to eat. Have a complete control all our sense organs. And to make it simple, try with one sense organ, and that is the tongue. Tongue is 2 in 1. A use for talking, a use for tasting. In English there is no word. In Sanskrit, the tasting organ is called as rasana and the talking organ is called as jivva. English there is only one word, tongue. So, when we control the tongue, these 2 faculties are controlled. One is rasana, about eating. Eat cheerfully, happily. Don't have too much of concern. Organic. I get so worked up on this. What organic? Every food is okay. Boil it nicely, cook it properly, no problem. And the second one is most difficult, talking organ. Our tongue is without a bone, therefore keeps on wagging non-stop. See, friends, we don't understand this. How much time and energy we waste in talking. And we talk at two levels. One is when we talk to others. Second thing, when we talk to ourselves. When we talk to others, what we talk? About our past or their past. I have done this thing, I went here, who is interested? Why the old people are not fit to live with the youngsters? Only because of this thing. They are all the time bringing their dead past. Who asked you? See, friends, when we start talking ourselves, we talk to others. And we go in the past. Then we talk to ourselves. That time we go in the future. After this satsang is over, I think the food should be there. I have to go and eat. Chapati should I make in garam, or it should be okay. And there will be so many people. But I have made only for 2 people and so many have come. Now what should be given? Should I make a rasam out of the sambar? Add some water. See? Observe this. When we talk to others, either our past or their past. When we talk to ourselves, we talk about the future. Arrest these 2 blabbering. You know what happens because of that? We don't remain in the present. Suppose I ask you, 297 days before, where were you? You will have to start counting. 297, gone. Suppose I ask you, after so many days you will be doing what? Again you will have to say, so many days means what time it will be gone. The real spiritual practice is our Mahamantra. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. This is the message of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Other than that, there is nothing more in Bhagavad Gita. What was the problem of Arjuna? War was not the problem. See, his problem was, he has forgotten. Where is he? Where was Arjuna? On the battlefield. What time? During the battle. As what? As a warrior. But instead of remaining as a warrior, he became somebody's disciple, somebody's grandson, and started getting frustrated. And after the whole Bhagavad Gita was over, Bhagavan Krishna did not ask him whether you got the knowledge. No, he didn't ask him. He asked him, your delusion gone or not? Arjuna also says, Nashto moha sruti labdha. Delusion gone. So where is the problem? Problem is not in knowledge. Problem is in delusion. And this is the delusion. Wherever we are, whenever we are, whatever we are we 100%? Now where are we? In satsanga. When? During the satsanga. What should be we? We should be satsangi, is it not? But are we satsangi? Look within yourself. See, friends, don't become anybody. See, friends, this is yoga abhyas. See, in Patanjali's words, dharana, dhyan, samadhi, trayam ekatra sayyama. Dharana is control of mind with reference to place. Dhyana, control of mind with reference to object. Samadhi, control of mind with reference to time. These 3 together is called as sayyama. Now what I told you, wherever you are, place. Whenever you are, time. Whatever you are, individuality. Be 100%. You have attained perfection in yoga. See? Can it be more simpler than this? So, tena jnana phalam praptam, yoga abhyasa phalam tatha, truptaha, swachendriyaha. Therefore, he is content, truptaha. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. We don't have to gain anything in life. We can lose nothing in life. Truptaha, content. See? And Swachendriya, and all faculties are bright and brilliant. Mind is at peace, intellect is sharp to catch in one go. See? Not a drowsy one. Many people do this kind of meditation and they ask us for this question. Swamiji, we go for meditation and in our meditation class, many students, they do like this in between. What is that? So that is a jhatka meditation. See? They are not doing meditation, they are sleeping. See, friends, real meditation is this simple mantra. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose. This experience of yours is the truth. Tena jnana phalam praptam, yogabhyasa phalam tatha, truptaha, content, and swachendriyaha, all faculties are perfect. Not after taking intoxicants and then you feel good. No. Trupta swachendriyaha. Then nityam ekaki ramate tu yaha. And he is always alone but not lonely. We are lonely in the crowd. Wise people are never lonely in their life. Because merging with the infinite. See? Once I was in Mumbai, my meditation is when I am taking my cup of tea, which if I have prepared. If somebody gives, they had to go through torture. So I was enjoying my cup of tea. One lady dropped in. And she said, Swamiji, what are you doing? I said, I was waiting for death. Don't say like that. I said, no, my waiting is over. You have come. See, friends, what is death? The sense of otherness is death. See, the more we become aware of this thing, trupta swachendriyaha, nityam, it is not only half an hour meditation, rest of the life frustration, no. See, friends, by reading and writing the books, that how to be happy in life. And then his book was not sold. And he became frustrated. I have written such a good book, but nobody wants to read it. What is the use of that book? Therefore, trupta sachendriya nityam ekaki ramate tu yaha. These are the symptoms whether we have lived our life spiritually or not. External makeup makes no difference. See, like many people ask this question. Swamiji, you put on this wooden sandal, what is the purpose? I said, it's a fashion. No, Swamiji, please tell something. I said, nobody steals them. When they look at it, they put 2 rupees and do namaskar. Chai pani ho jata hai. Everything, relax, relax. Let our mind be only a learner. Learn. And with every experience, if we learn, we grow wise. If we don't learn with our experiences, we grow old and otherwise. What are the symptoms of the wise and otherwise people? Otherwise people have millions of complaints about everything, number one. Second thing, they are obsessed with something or the other. Third thing, they do not like the present. See? They like all the past. When we were children, in our nursery, we used to go for playing with gilli danda. Go back. Why are you here? See? One Sardarji friend of mine in Australia, his son, about 10-12 years. So, he pulled me, Swamiji, we'll play football. I said, yeah, I can't play football. He said, no, you have to come. He pulled me out physically. I had to take food in his house. How can I say no? So, I went for 5-10 minutes here and there. I said, now you tell me something. He gave me the highest wisdom. Therefore, you all and your kids, they are my guru. I have learned from all of you. And I have got more regard for you only for one reason. In spite of your samsara, you still have time for satsanga. I am a full-timer, yet I have got complaints. So who is superior? You are superior. So from the child I learned this thing. I asked him, hey, tell something. Do you go to India? Of course we go every year. Tell me something. Oh, it's very simple. When we go to India, we talk about Australia. When we are in Australia, we talk about India. Is it not our life? Wherever we are, whenever we are, whatever we are always miserable. Because we are not 100%. Learn to remain 100% every moment. You have learnt everything in life. See? All the time, those old days. Who asked you? See, friends, many times we are unaware that we keep on talking whether others are interested or not, like I am talking. Now here, this is the job I am given, so I am doing it. But when we are meeting one or two people, one person takes over and start blah, 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 whether others want or not. So they find out some excuse. Excuse me, I have to go to toilet. Yad gatvana nivartante. They don't come out. See? How much we talk? Is it necessary to talk? See, this also I learned from one old Amma. Therefore, I tell you, you are all my gurus. From everybody I learned. In Badrinath, morning 4 o'clock I finished my darshan. That time I was pretty young. And came and there was one Amma, Bhagwati Amma. She is no more. Great saint. So, I think Mukta had come with me. Mukta came with me to Badri Kedar and all that. So, I went and sat with her. She used to give me tea, coffee, something like that. Nice talking. One day I said, Amma, I have decided no more lectures. She started laughing. I said, is it a joke? He said, there can't be a better joke than this. I said, how come? He said, did Narayana ask you that whether you want to give talk or not? I said, no. Did I ask you whether you want to give lectures or not? I said, no. Then whose question you are answering? Highest wisdom. Many a time we talk. Who asked you? One for Mahamantra. Who asked you? Think. Therefore, Trupta Sachendriyo Nityam Ekaki Ramate Tu Yaha. This is what Ashtavakra ji tells. Don't worry about the world. The world has always been like this. You cannot make anybody happy in this world. God has failed. When He could not make me happy, I, the miserable one, will make others happy. I don't know how to swim. And one person was drowned in the river. He didn't know swimming. But I wanted to do social service. And then, anyway, I'll try to help him. And I also jumped without knowing how to swim. Then I give him a company to die. Take care of yourself. Don't worry about the world. See, social service is not spiritual life. You take all these NGOs. See, it's not a spiritual life. Spiritual life is effortless expression of divinity. Effortless. Like if you are going somewhere, some child, not in this country, in other places. If you are going, if the child falls, so you go and help the child. Come on, beta, did you get hurt somewhere? Oh, never mind. That spontaneous help extended to the needy is spirituality. Organized help is NGO, non-godly organizations. They are only collecting funds. See, friends, therefore, this first verse of the 17th chapter, Tena jnana phalam praptam yogabhyasa phalam tatha truptaha swachendriyaha nityam ekaki ramate tuyaha. So spend this time. Every day, 3-4 times a day, each time maximum 5 minutes, 7 minutes. Don't torture yourself. 3-4 times a day, except while driving. While driving, drive. Meditation करोगे मुश्किल होगा. See, in this manner, 2 things practice sincerely. Before we talk to others, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? I guarantee you, you will get an answer from within. No need. Second thing, do not talk to yourself. I have named this yoga, do not talk to yourself, as commode yoga. Sit on the commode in the morning, till the job is done, you are not talking to yourself. See? And this can be practiced whether your eyes are open or closed, whether you are walking or talking or sitting. Just relax. Our Mahamantra is, Dekho, suno, mat bolo. See, hear, don't talk. Because all the response that we give as human beings is speech, talk. See? And what is the speech? Speech is, grossified mind is the speech. Thoughts express only as words. Do this experiment quickly. Think whatever you want to think, but do not use any word. You cannot think, is it not? Therefore, Mauna Vyakya Prakadita Para Brahma Tattvam Yuvanam. Dakshinamurti Stotra Dhyana Shloka tells, the truth is revealed in the eloquence of silence. This is the truth. Kathopanishad, etad vaitat. This is that. न कदाचित् जगत्यस्मिन् तत्त्वज्ञे हन्त खिद्यति यत एकेन तेनेदं पूर्णं ब्रह्माण्डमण्डलम्. This is second verse. We'll take it in our next class. But in short, I tell you, na kadachit, never, even by mistake, na kadachit, asmin jagati, in this word, the wise man, na khidyati, he is never miserable. See? Be attentive. That doesn't mean miseries don't visit him. Arrival of miseries in our life can be attributed to somebody or something. See? Miseries have come to me because of wife, because of husband, because of children, because of the property, because of the government, because of the traffic. You can say that. Cause of misery can be allotted, but we are all miserable by choice. If you refuse to be miserable, even God cannot make you miserable. See? Like earlier when we used to come here, and all the countries, they used to give a very long immigration form. You have to fill in yes, no, yes, no. Now everything is dropped, nothing is there now. So you have to tick mark properly. If they ask you, are you a terrorist? You say yes, you will be behind the bar. You select. Exercise your freedom to be happy. See, friends, miseries may come, but we are miserable by choice. In 9th chapter, Bhagavan says this thing. When we were entering this world, in the immigration, we were given a card. Anityam asukham lokam imam prapya. You are entering the miserable world. Question was asked, do you want to be miserable? Choice is given yes and no. Those who have tick mark yes, Bhagavan says tathastu. Will provide you as much as you want. You refuse to be miserable. Make the miseries miserable and be happy. So, yata ekena tenedam purnam brahmanda mandalam. How can this happen? In this topic, we'll take it in our next class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.